Hello students. Today's learning topic is chapter number 7, weather, climate and adaptation of animals to climate. Okay. Next point is weather. The day-to-day condition of atmosphere at particular place is called weather. Yes. Now conditions of atmosphere is like sunny, cloudy, stormy, snowy, rainy and windy. Okay. And we find that daily weather report carries information about the temperature, humidity and rainfall during the past 24 hours. It also predicts the weather for the day, and the weather reports are prepared by meteorological department of the government. This department collects the data on temperature, wind, etc. and make the weather predictions. Okay. And rainfall. Rainfall is measured by the instrument called rain gauge. It is basically a measuring cylinder with funnel on top to collect rain waters and measure the rainfall. Okay. And the maximum and minimum temperature of the day reported in weather reports are measured by a thermometer is called a minimum and maximum thermometer. Okay. And the weather of a particular place depend on temperature, moisture of air, the pressure of air and the movement of air or wind. Okay. And the weather of a place changes day after day and week after week. That is why we often say today's weather is too humid or the weather was warm last week. For example, it can be happen sometime that weather is sunny in the morning, but suddenly clouds appear from nowhere. It is static, raining heavily. Yes, or a heavy rain may vanish in matter of minutes and give way to bright sunshines. Yes, you must have had several such experience. Yes, is called a weather change. Okay. And all changes in the weather are caused by the sun. The sun is a huge sphere of hot gases at very high temperature, and the distance of the sun from the earth is very large. Even then, the energy sent out of the sun is very huge that it is source of all heat and light on the earth. So the sun is the primary source of energy that causes changes in the weather. Okay, and energy absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface, ocean and the atmosphere play important role in determining the weather at any places. And for example, if you live near the sea, you would have realized that the weather at your place is different from that of a place in a desert or near a mountain. Yes. Look at the graph given below, which shows the maximum temperature recorded during 3rd August 2006 to 9th August 2006 at Chicago, Meghalaya. And as it is clear from any weather report, the maximum and minimum temperature are recorded every day. And these graphs showing the variations of maximum temperature. Okay. Next point is climate. Meteorologists record the weather every day. The record of weather have been preserved for the past several decades. This helps us to determine the weather pattern at a place. The average weather taken over long time, say 25 years, is called a climate of the place. Okay. And example of climate. If we find that the temperature at a place is high most of the time, then we say that the climate of that place is hot. Yes. And if there is also heavy rainfall on most of the days in same place, then we can say that the climate of that place is wet. Okay. And next we have given the climatic condition at two places in India. The mean temperature for a given month is found in two steps. First, we find the average of the temperature recorded during the month. And second, we calculate the average of such average temperature over many years. That gives mean temperature. The Two places are Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir and Tiruvananthapuram in Kerala. Okay, and by looking table 7.2 and 7.3 we can easily see the difference in the climate of Jammu and Kashmir and Kerala. Yes, we can see that Kerala is very hot and wet in comparison to Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, which has moderately hot and wet climate for a part of the year. Okay, and similarly data for the western regions of India, for example Rajasthan, will show that the temperature is high during most of the year, but during winter, which lasts only for a few months, the temperature is quite low. These regions receive very little rainfall. This is the typical desert climate. It is hot and dry. The northeastern India receive rain for a major part of the years, and we can say that the climate of the northeast is wet. Okay.